Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Now today I've got something a little bit different for you guys this week. What we're going to be doing is taking a look at my software collection right here. This is most of the software that I have. There are a few floppy disk cases that I don't have with me right now, but this is definitely most of my CDs and DVD type software. There are also some floppy diskettes in here as well. So what I'm going to basically do is just kind of go through all these and tell you guys on, I'm not going to do this for every single one, but on some of them that are a little bit more interesting, I'll go into some more detail and kind of, tell you guys how that I got it. A few months ago in February, I did a vintage boxed software collection, which is all the software that I have contained on my shelf up here. So that's, really old vintage software. But today, this is going to be there is definitely some vintage stuff in here, but there's a lot more modern stuff in here as well that I really just use this bin to go into when I'm working on videos and when I need to get some software, that sort of thing. So there's a lot of that kind of stuff in here. So let's just go ahead and get started with it. We're going to go ahead and start from the right here. And we'll go ahead and start off. I mean, this isn't really that interesting. This is a copy of WebRoot Secure Anywhere. It's an antivirus software. All this stuff here, I'll go ahead and just take this out as well. These are, I keep a lot of disk sleeves and that sort of thing. So for when I burn disks and that, that I need to keep them in something like this, I've got a bunch of those. I'll go ahead and thumb through these. I've got a copy of iWork 06. This is a trial version. Go ahead and just open this up very briefly for you guys. So yeah, a copy of iWork 06. I got this, I believe I got this with one of my iBook G4s. Some driver diskettes. This is actually pretty cool. It's a Nintendo GameCube preview DVD that you actually put into a DVD player or your computer, and it's got some videos that kind of show you what the GameCube is capable of. We've got a Windows 98 second edition upgrade. You'll be seeing a lot of 98 and 95 CDs in here. I've got a ton of those. Virtual PC for Mac. And this is a definite throwback. This was one of my earliest videos that I made. Ubuntu 10.04, Kubuntu 10.4, and Ubuntu Server 10.04 LTS. I did a super old unboxing video of this software, still on my channel if you really want to go back and look for it. But this was back when Ubuntu and Canonical, which is the company that develops Ubuntu, this is when you could actually go online and they would actually send you free DVDs of their software to use. They don't do this anymore, but I got one of each of their major distributions. And I mean, yeah, if you want to really go back and look at that old unboxing video, I mean, it's literally, like something that you would pick up in a store. It's got a custom-made DVD right here with Ubuntu 10.04 LTS Desktop Edition. So yeah, I mean, they don't do this anymore. They stopped this in I want to say like 2012 maybe 20. I mean, I think it was like 2011. It was soon after that I got these. They stopped it. So that's that. Pretty cool. And you guys watch me. I say I'm not going to go into every single one of these, but then I will. This will be like an hour-long video or something ridiculous. eMachines Recovery DVD. This contains Microsoft Windows XP Home, iWork 05 trial right there as well. Here are some personal. I think these are driver diskettes. And this begins the Macintosh software. I'll go ahead and bring these up here so I can show you. A while back I won an auction with a bunch of vintage Macintosh software. So these are all a bunch of different, restore CDs. Some of these, like these Power Macintosh G3 ones, these haven't been opened before. They're still sealed with that important sticker. So I don't even know, like I don't own a Power Macintosh G3, so I can't use this, but it's probably, going to stay sealed unless that I have a use for it. And we've got like a Power Macintosh one as well, so that's definitely really cool. There's a lot of vintage Apple software. I'll just kind of go ahead and briefly show these. Some more Power Mac stuff. These here are all Apple cases. If you ever owned like an older Mac, not a super vintage one, but like an iBook G3 or some from that time period, they would give you something like this in the box that contains all of the restore software and all that kind of stuff. So in here we've got a copy of iMovie, the airport software, Apple Page Mill, iBook software restore and software install. So it contains all of those things. So I've got 3 of those here. One of these is for an iBook, one of these is for an iMac, and this one is for, I want to say, a Power Macintosh. Oh, and this is for an eMac actually. Right here you can see eMac Models USA. So yeah, those were for an eMac. So yeah, definitely really awesome, and honestly, some nice cases that they come in too. So that's some of that. We've got an AT&T high-speed internet diskette. This isn't a floppy disk. So we've got that. Some more AT&T stuff. Some Motorola software. This is for an old Motorola phone. We've got some more blank CD jewel cases, with nothing in them that I have, when I want to put, CDs in them. I got a copy of macOS 10 Leopard on a official genuine CD. I purchased this from eBay a while ago, honestly like a few years ago, and I just got it to install on, my somewhat modern-ish Macs from, a few years ago. They're not really modern anymore, but they're not super old. This is actually funny. This was back when Apple apparently at one point sold blank DVDs in like an Apple case. So this is one of those. It's still sealed. It's a DVD -R. It's certified for use with Apple DVD-R drives. I don't know if they ever said you need to buy Apple-specific DVDs, but there you go. Some more vintage Macintosh software, macOS 9. Copy of that right here. And here begins the Windows stuff. So we got Microsoft Windows XP Home Premium. We've got the Windows 98 and 95 from Indiana University that I did a video on. You can check out at that card if you're interested in that. Some more drivers, some more blank cases. There's a lot of blank cases actually. XP Service Pack 2. That's just Service Pack 2. It's not the whole OS. Some more like Dell. This is for Service Pack 1A. Yeah, so for a Dell. That's for a Dell Dimension 8400. Windows 98. Again, you'll be seeing these are all. I guarantee you, all of these are Windows CDs right here. Windows 98. This is XP Media Center Edition. Windows 98 Upgrade. This is Windows 95 and another Windows 95 right there. So that's definitely really cool. I got a lot of those. A plethora of Windows DVDs. I'll go ahead and take a whole other stack here. We've got the jewel case for the macOS 10 Leopard CD, Half-Life Game of the Year Edition, and Half-Life Blue Shift, two pretty awesome games. I have played through both of these. I would highly recommend them. They're super cheap on Steam right now because especially because it's the summer sale. So we got that. We've got Halo Combat Evolved for Mac. They did actually release a Mac version of Halo Combat Evolved. I haven't actually used this. And Return to Castle Wolfenstein as well. So that's definitely pretty cool. So yeah, that is all that software here. We'll go ahead and pull this out as well. So this here, I don't really know exactly what this is. This came in that Macintosh software auction that I mentioned earlier. It's an Apple Media Toolkit for higher education, 1992 back-to-school promotional details. I think this was sent to school districts or something to kind of tell them about what Apple is offering in 1992, and so it's got this this disc here. This might actually be a cool video just to put this into a Mac and see what's on it, because this I don't believe this was ever released to the public. I think it was just sent to the education sector. So that is Media Toolkit for Higher Education, second edition from 1992. Some more Dell driver diskettes, Medal of Honor, Pacific Assault. Yeah, that's basically it for the CD jewel cases, which, as you can see, accounts for a lot of my software collection here. So yeah, there you have it. That is a brief look at all of my CD jewel cases, but that's not it for this video at all, because we've got a lot more stuff over here. We'll go ahead and start back here with iWork 09. This came with my MacBook Pro mid-2009. It came with iWork. It didn't originally come with it, but the owners gave this to me. So yeah, it's literally a copy of iWork 09. I actually did use this to install iWork on that Mac. There it is, iWork 09 in all of its glory. We'll go ahead and put that back in its box here. We've also got, I don't even know why I have this in here. This is a Logitech webcam driver software. It just came with my pretty old webcam that I have. I just, kept it in there. This is pretty cool as well. We've got a copy of Office Mac 2008 Special Media Edition for digital media enthusiasts. And this is kind of unique because you see right there, this is not for resale, promotional use only. So this was never sold in stores, this specific version of it here. That it isn't for resale. I got this at a garage sale from a guy. So, but yeah, it contains a copy of Microsoft Office for Mac, Microsoft Expression Media, and the install guide as well. I have this installed on, I think I have this installed on my G3, but I'm not 100% sure of that. So it is in there. Basically, whenever I need to install Office on a Mac, I can use this right here. Keeping with the theme of Microsoft Office, we got a copy for Windows, Microsoft Office Standard Edition 2003. This version, go ahead and open it up here. It is the, genuine CD and everything. So it's the Office Standard Edition 2003. I do also keep a few games in here as well. So we've got a copy of Call of Duty Deluxe Edition. And this contains the first ever Call of Duty and the first expansion package, so Call of Duty United Offensive. And what's funny about this is it has the PEGI rating system, 16+, which I believe is the European equivalent of the ESRB. But what's funny is if you go on the back here, I'll go ahead and just show you flat out, it says right there, not for sale in the UK. See, the camera will focus in on that. So I don't know where this was sold. It sure wasn't sold over here, but I bought this from eBay a while back, and I don't know where that person got it from, but it's kind of funny because I believe that the UK uses this rating system, so I don't know. We also right here have the Command & Conquer First Decade pack. This is honestly one of my favorite games, Command & Conquer, and this pack contains 12 different Command & Conquer games. You can see it's got all of them right there from 3 main different periods, time periods in the games. We got a box copy of Counter-Strike Source right here, shipped and sold by Valve. It's pretty awesome, and it also contains Half-Life 2 Deathmatch and Day of Defeat Source. This is complete as far as I know. It's got all of those discs in there, so that's pretty awesome. So yeah, Counter-Strike Source. We also have Microsoft Plus Digital Media Edition. I did a video on this a few years ago, I think about 4 years ago now, back in 2014. If you're interested in that, I'll have a card pop up. But yeah, Microsoft Plus Digital Media Edition for Windows XP. We also have another Command & Conquer game, Red Alert 3, again with that PEGI rating down there, and I'm pretty sure it says on the back. This one, okay, this one does not say not for sale in the UK, but this one, somebody that I know actually got one of these, and the key that it came with was an invalid key, which is kind of pretty hilarious. They sold this with an invalid key, so it's from this EA Value Games package. I don't know what the deal with that was, but yeah, Red Alert 3. We've also got the Express upgrade to Windows Vista. This is what they shipped out with Windows Vista capable machines that would come with XP, but they would give you a option if you wanted to upgrade to Windows Vista Home Premium, you could, and they send this out to you for free. So I have used this a few times. It does work on non-gateway machines, but yeah, that is that. I've also got some more Apple software with another booklet in here, and this contains some software that came with a Mac. I want to say this is an iMac because it's dated 1998, but we've also got, if I move over here, we've got a copy of Microsoft Flight Simulator 10, which I did a recent video on, so that's pretty cool. We've got 2 cases of blank floppy diskettes. We've got a ton of floppies right here. These contain like Microsoft Office, super old versions of that. I also keep on standby a Hiren's boot CD, which I use on older computers to fix issues. I always keep that copy right here, so I have easy access to it. And right here we have a CD spindle or spiral, whatever you want to call this, and this basically contains all of the CDs and DVDs that I've burned for videos. So you see we've got one for Mac OS X public beta, we've got the OS X developer preview that I was doing a video on, the 98 unintended boot CD. So yeah, a ton of different software in this spiral. These are all discs that I have made and burned myself. We also have a super old copy, this is actually pretty cool, of WordPerfect on 5 1/4 inch diskettes. I'll go ahead and open one of these here and show you. There it is. This is a super old version from the WordPerfect Corporation, Program 1. This disc is dated 1989. You see it's that old 5 1/4 inch floppy diskette. It's pretty awesome. And yeah, that's basically what you can see, how many of these 5 1/4 inch diskettes that you needed to run a program. There's a bunch. You got Program 1, 2, Printer 1, 2, 3, and 4, Speller Thesaurus 1, 2, PTR Program Graphics 1, 2, and Install Learn Utilities 2. We're missing disc 1 of that, but yeah, that may be a future video. I don't think I have a 5 1/4 inch disk drive anywhere, but I mean, yeah, pretty cool. So yeah, that is basically what I have in my not really vintage software. I mean, some of this is vintage, but just in my general use software collection. As I said, I use most of these for videos when I'm going in here. Like if I was going to do like a video on Microsoft Office 2003, I'd just go in here, grab this, put it into a computer, and we'd be on our way. So I definitely use this a lot for that. And yeah, that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for this video. It's 25 minutes almost, but I'm probably gonna do some editing to this to condense it down a little bit. But I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, definitely be sure to give it a thumbs up. Be sure to, there's my little thumbs up there. Be sure to get subscribed down below if you want to see more videos like this in the near future. Also, be sure to let me know your thoughts on this collection. Let me know what you guys have in your software collection if you have one. And yeah, as always, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.